I got like packed in the face by Kyle, and then I had a concussion.
Probably being with Charles when he just pushed us like to the limit and we were all dying. When we would do that dumb drill where we would just shuffle around the court and just peg balls.
When Charles made Kyle we could do 50 push-ups, I just felt bad for him. So that was my worst practice memory.
I was holding a blocking dummy, and Brian Ebert went to block, and he shanked me. And I didn't know if I could pull my pants up because I didn't want to stop the drill.
My worst practice memory was when Charles said that the tape smelled funny, so I smelled the tape and then he smacked my face.
That was 2 days ago. That was last week.
Dennis, go!
Oh, I got it. My favorite practice memory was when Jake packed me in the face, but it was still up. I actually wrote this down on my phone. Wednesday, April 27th is when I blocked Jim Creighton twice in practice. I would always go to Grant's, and he would always grab my hips and stretch me out.
I go home, I eat turkey burger, no bun, and a bag of rice. I get to school, and then I take 4 Advil. Yeah.
My pregame routine is I'd go home to eat, I'd come to the game ready to play, and then not play.
I think it was sophomore year, we went to a Penridge tournament. I got a stuffed block.
Oh my god, I remember that. He went outside. Dude, he jumped like a deer. I remember that.
It was against Doc.
My favorite tennis volleyball moment was when Noah was injured all season. He got hurt before the first game. And then we were playing Sierra South at their gym. It was the third game and Noah came in and served and just inspired, I think, all of us. Jake said it a bunch of times. And then we came back and won that game.
Favorite one was probably this year at Dallastown beating Penn Manor. And just because no one, like, even after we beat the other teams, were like, yo, Tennant beat Penn Manor, it must be good. So that was kind of cool.
My favorite tennis volleyball moment was being down 0-2 to CR North home and coming back and winning. That was nice.
When Jake stuff blocked Josh Henry to beat them in whatever game that was in 5, yeah, it was crazy. Everyone was so hyped.
I think that Will Wynn's going to step up next year. This will be a junior, and it'll be his turn to run his offense and show everybody what he can do.
I think that Ethan Squat is going to step up next year.
I think someone who, if they show up, will step up is Andre. I think he definitely could have a major role in the team next year.
Hopefully Brendan Carter steps up next year. That's what I was thinking. I mean, he's got a lot of potential, so it's his team next year. So.
You my boy Blue.
I think my boy Thano will carry on the beer tradition in
Yeah,
the
you're right.
TSs, and I think he's going to step up next year.
I think Foe, once he gets the nerves away, might be there.
Yeah. Being outside myself, I really have confidence in my buddy Charlie Green. I really think he's going to step up there. I think if Charlie Green and Chris Lobb play club and June can get them to click, they'll be really good together.
Be the best outside duo to ever go through Tennant.
After Will.
Come on.
I'll probably say winning the league last year and then going first team all league this year.
My greatest accomplishment would probably be going all state last year.
Yeah.
Was starting varsity on week 1 of this year.
My greatest accomplishment of tennis volleyball was probably making third team all league this year.
Probably making varsity my sophomore year, and after recovering from my ankle injury, playing every game.
My greatest accomplishment is winning Most Avenged at the banquet last year.
Yes, man.
Alright, my greatest accomplishment is probably part of the team who won the league last year.
My greatest accomplishment was being able to grab a rim. It was more of a personal goal, and I finally got it my senior year.
I think my favorite coaching moment is definitely when Jim just argues for no reason, just to get a yellow card so we get hype. Like not even like stuff that's arguable, he just does it.
We look
Yeah.
like idiots when we're all cheering.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
we get hype.
mine's the same thing as well. So when Jim got the yellow card against North at home,
And then it kinda
came in, we just like got momentum.
My favorite coaching moment is this season, when Jim had to yell at Hunter for something, and he was yelling at him for so long, he literally said, "Don't move, I know we're gonna lose the point." Kept yelling at him, and we lost the point because we were out of rotation, because he was yelling at Hunter.
Yeah.
And because you're staying on the court, whatever it was, he didn't care.
It's just the club seasons with Jim working on arm passing. I think that helped me a lot.
My favorite coaching moment was during one of the summer tournaments. Charles had like glasses on, he took them off, and it was just the white outline from the glasses with a red face, and he just looks at me and says, "That's how you play volleyball."
Jim, did I ever take a hard enough approach?
Did I ever square up?
Remember, I told you last year that I was gonna jump through the roof. Did I ever jump through the roof?
Jim, did I ever play tenant defense?
Did I ever actually penetrate through the net?
Did I ever learn to play volleyball?
Did I ever play defense on my team?
In elementary school and middle school, like watching the tennis volleyball teams, my goal was to be one of the best players to come through tennis volleyball. Did I fill that role?
Just work hard, all practice, every practice. It'll be over before you know it, and you'll wish you practiced harder.
Know how to fix your own car so you can always make it to practice on time.
If you think you're playing your best, you're probably not.
As much effort as you put in is as much as you'll get out of it.
As hard as you work and as good as you think you are, there always is room for improvement, and you can be a better player and help your team become better.
Work as hard as you can to make sure you play, because the last thing you want is to not be able to change something.
Jim, Charles, Jeff, Chekai will always be better than you. So just keep that in mind.
It's hard to like register when you're not a senior because it was hard for me to like know when like my volleyball career in high school is over. But like since it is now, it really hits hard, like really hard. So don't take time for granted.
10 on 3.
10 on 3.
10 on 3! 10 on 3! 1, 2, 3, 10!